Hello, welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Good morning, good night, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you receive this message, I hope that it will find you in the best of health. I'm sending you the purest of love and light. If you're clicking onto this video for the first time on this channel, I welcome you. I really hope this message resonates and you will like, share, subscribe. And even if it doesn't resonate at this time, but maybe you can share it with somebody who is going through similar circumstances right now, or it may just be informative for you, just so you know. And if you are a new subscriber, I'm asking you, please subscribe. When you subscribe, there is the bell. Please tap the all, because that means you will get all the messages whenever I upload a new video. You will not miss one of those, so you will be notified. And returning soul tribers, new soul tribers, welcome. Again, couldn't do it without you. I'm so glad, so happy for you. Just eternally grateful. And I'm sending you the purest of love and light. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. I enjoy reading those. I am encouraged and I'm inspired by them as well. So thank you truly and gratefully. So as I shuffled the cards, because again, a lot of the times you will notice the videos cut off, so I meditate and I shuffle the cards, and when the spirit says stop, then I stop, and I see live and learn. So a lot of you, and even I think there's a last message where they're attacking your money. I also spoke about life is a lesson. So we're realizing that we're here to learn. We live and we learn. And sometimes, as they say, experience is the greatest teacher. The thing with that is that, experience, sometimes it costs us so much. But then for some of us too, we're stubborn, right? And we may not believe when someone says, don't do this, don't do that. So we end up going off and doing our own thing. Like this, the saying goes, a hard head makes a soft behind, right? So if we don't learn that way, because sometimes it's easier if we could just look at other people's life and say, you know what? And I think sometimes we do that. I'm not going to do that because look at what happened to this person or that person. And so we avoid certain things. But then there are certain times in life when it comes to relationships, money, career, where to live. We don't listen even to God. We just go ahead and we do our own thing because it feels right at the moment. And we feel as if we know what is best. And so for a lot of you, you're realizing that in this classroom of knowledge, you're A+. You really live and you learn, life really kick your butt. And so this is a card of experience, training, and development. So you graduated from the school of hard knocks. It's like you have the degree, the badges, the bank account, all the losses you have to prove. You can write a book. You don't need to go to school to be a lawyer and a judge. Your life itself is a whole book. So you're realizing that you live and you learn. And yes, there are certain things in life that it's only experience that can teach us, because some things are good. Some experiences are good. You take a chance or you pray about it, you make a move, and it's for the best, right? So not every experience is a bad one. So sometimes you have to learn some stuff on your own, but then we're realizing as well, life is a lesson. The test becomes our testimony. This is what puts colors on the pages. It's like when I see him with the book, you know, the book is still been written, you know. So a lot of you, you're able in the end to maybe even write a book to share with the world about the things that you have gone through. You have great wisdom and knowledge in certain aspects and areas of life as well to influence others. So yeah. Okay, so wow, yeah, loss. That's the next card that is there. Wow, bereavement, sorrow, damage. So a lot of you, you're learning. You live while we're alive. You're learning. You know, you probably took some losses. There are some things that you learn, you know, that you had to give up. You gave those things up, or you need to give some things up. Put an end to some things. Is like, yes, it may be cozy, you know, because look at him, you know, the dog, you know, bringing him comfort, but you're realizing sometimes for some places in life that where God is taking you, you will not be able to take everybody with you. You will have to leave some things behind. And so you're living and learning as well based on life's experiences, that by you hanging out with certain people, you took some loss. Certain friends, you stayed in that career too long, and you took a L. You stayed in that relationship, you know, toxic, kept dragging you along, but nothing came out of it. And you're realizing it was a loss. Stop. Wow, stop. Break. Pause. Stagnation. Yeah, you were in some things that was no longer serving you. Again, this, take it how it resonates. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be a business, a career. But whatever it is, you know, again, for some of you, this is just saying you were doing some things that you weren't supposed to. For a lot of you, you stayed there too long. And it's like now when you get all of this hurt and you realize that these people, places, or things, they did not appreciate you, you're really saying, you know, you learn a lot from that situation. You took a loss. And Spirit is saying it's time to stop, put an end to what is no longer serving you. It is only keeping you stagnant. You need to break the cycle, break the chain. It's like pull back, because nothing good can come out of this. And like I said, sometimes we stay in things so long because of our pride, because of our ego. You know, it's like that relationship is not working, but you're afraid to leave because in the beginning, everybody told you don't marry, don't date that person, right? It could be that job. You're having burnout, frustration, but you're still going there. They're not giving you any raise. You're not properly compensated for your time, but you're still showing up just because it's comfortable. But you are the one taking the loss because your bills are not paying at the end of the day. This could be friends. You keep hanging out with the same people, even though they're hurting you, even though certain things came to light about how these people were, you know, dishonest. They were snakes, they were rats, you know, liars, you know, backstabbers, all of those things, manipulators. But again, you hung in there. And this is the lesson that a lot of people, it's a tough lesson that a lot of folks have learned or will be learning in the future, because they are refusing to learn the lesson. Sometimes people come into our life again for a time, you know, for a reason, a season. Don't be so clingy. Don't be so codependent. The same thing even with a job. I think I've said it before. When I work for companies, I don't bring my family photos there to put on their decks. No, It's like I'm just passing through. I'm not being attached. I do my work. I operate in a professional way, but that's not my home. Because it's like too often I've seen people being fired. They have to get a box, to pack up their, like get a U-Haul out front to take them out the building. It's like, no, it's for me, it doesn't even have to go that far. So for a lot of you, you're realizing that, you're taking a loss, or you've taken a loss because you refuse to let go of what doesn't serve you. Calm. It says inner peace, simplicity, meditation. So a lot of you, for your own peace, you have to put an end, or you've had to put an end to what no longer serve you. It's like these people, they were getting on your nerves. They were pulling you out of your character, out of alignment. They were disturbing your peace. You were stressed, your blood pressure, your heart rate, all of those things. And, you realize that by you cutting off, putting an end to stopping, it's like you stop the hemorrhage, you stop the bleed, just so you can have your sanity, your peace of mind. And now again, you're just looking at it as, you know what? Life is a lesson. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. I'm telling you, the marionette, a lot of you were tired. It says dictatorship, domination, reluctance. So again, a lot of you were reluctant to leave. Even though these people, I think I have a video entitled The Dummy Membership is Over. So a lot of these people, they have you, or they had you like a puppet on a string. They were playing with you, playing with your heart, your emotions, your time, your energy. It's like you were a joke. And this is what you're realizing now, that you live and you learn. You live and you learn. So you were a puppet for a lot of these people. Yeah, a lot of these people brought conflict into your life. You had to fight and argue with these people. There were a lot of differences, a lot of quarrels, and disputes that you were having with these people. This reminds me of like the Five of Swords. Just a lot of conflict and drama. And all the time, it's like you were painted as the bad person, because a lot of these people, they were so narcissistic, or again, full of ego, that they wouldn't even apologize. So even when they were wrong, they made it seem as if you are the one to be blamed. So you're realizing you took a lot of loss by you hanging around with the people, the places, the things that no longer serve you. Withdrawal, again, quit, awakening, rejection, underneath, stop. So yeah, a lot of you had to stop this. You had to withdraw. You had to break the pattern, break the cycle, in order for you to have your peace and your sanity. This is what you're realizing, that you took a lot of loss, but you live and you learn. A lot of conflict, a lot of drama, but you had to withdraw yourself, pull back from these people, because they were not doing you any good. Nightmare. Yeah, a lot of these people, you suffered. So this is suffering, darkness, persecution. So a lot of these people, they were nightmares. You thought you were having a sweet dream, but no, it was only a nightmare. They were bringing too much drama and conflict to your life. See, stubbornness. So a lot of you refuse to leave, because you thought by you staying, that means you're selfless. You think that, it would show that you're a giver, you don't quit on people. But again, sometimes for your own good, for yourself, you have to stop. So a lot of you, and I even mentioned this before I saw this card, you were stubborn. Out of pride, you decided to stay there way too long. And now this is what you're realizing. These people had you like a puppet on a string. They were laughing at you in the background. And you learned a big lesson from that. Yeah, this was a trap. Wow, victim, failure, you were tricked. So a lot of these people, they tricked you. Now you're feeling bamboozled. It's like now you're feeling like you're an idiot. You were stupid, you were dumb to stay in that connection. You saw the writing on the wall. Your intuition, your gut, everything inside of you told you to leave, to run, to get away, to find another job, to leave those people, that relationship, and you still stayed. Now, a lot of you, it took for you to end up in a trap, in conflicts, in disputes, in arguments. These people got you caught up in tight situation, tight squeeze. And now you're realizing you took a loss. Yeah. Coach. So some of you, maybe it took for you to, maybe you have a coach or you saw a coach that helped you with, navigating through this process. It also means advice, you being obedient and knowledge. Yeah. So a lot of you, it's like, you learned with knowledge, you learned from all of these mistakes that you have gone through. And this is why you decide, you know what, this must stop. I cannot take anymore. And see, the thing about it is that for a lot of us, we had to learn the hard way. We had to learn the hard way. Because even if people said something to you, maybe you thought that, no, it can't be true. I know this person for too long. I know those people for too long. And so you stay there. But there is nothing more powerful than a made-up mind. It's like, because you could tell somebody about what is going on and what they need to do to make their life different. But until that person is ready, they will not make a move. And sometimes it have to reach a point, yes, where they really, you see, that trap is like, it smacked them right in the gut. Like I said before, a hard head makes a soft behind. Those people have to really suck it to them, or they had to do it to us in order for us or you to learn the lessons. So a lot of you are a teacher. Life taught you a lesson, and this is why you can coach others. You will be able to help others if they will listen, if they will take your advice, right? So a lot of you, life is your biggest teacher. And with this is how you'll be able to give back, to pour into others as well. Merit making, merit. Goodness, humanness, morality. Yeah, merit. Merit is good, kind. So a lot of you, you've been through a lot of nightmares and you've learned the lesson. You see how humble she is? It's like you are being anointed to receive a calling, a gift on your life. 6 + 4 is 10. Endings bring new beginnings. It's like when Moses heard the voice of God, he took his slippers off because he realized the ground that he was on, it's holy ground. And see, she took her slippers off in order to be anointed, to get this calling. It's like, it's sad, but like I said at the beginning, some of us, we learn the hard way. And it's by us navigating, going through this middle process with the loss, the conflict, deciding, you know what, enough is enough. For some of you, spirit had to cause a tower. For some of you, it's like You were standing right in front of the train. And that's when you decide, okay, enough is enough. And you had to break, you had to stop, you had to withdraw from whatever it is in your life that was causing all this conflict, having you like a puppet on a string, using you, manipulating you, misguiding you. You're realizing that your stubbornness didn't pay off. It was just pure pride, pure ego, why you stayed in that place with that person, in those toxic relationships. Even though you know those people, they were gossiping behind your back, they were betraying you, and you still stay there. But you know what? All things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. And this is how you come, or you will come, or you came into your calling, your purpose. You're crowned, you're crowned here because of your good work, your goodness, your kindness, your morality. So for a lot of you, you were very kind, still very patient with these people. You left their life even without any problem. You just stepped out of their life. But God saw your heart, all the good deeds you have done. Yes, you have to still, we still learn the lessons, but it's not in vain. It's not in vain, because with the coach card there, you'll be able to teach others. You have a lot of knowledge. You'll be able to give a lot of people advice. Luck is blessing, guys. Jackpot, fortune, reward. Yes, you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded for the things that the enemy put you through, even if it meant that it was, through your stubbornness. Because even God, he hardened the heart of Pharaoh just so that in the end the people could see that all the praise and the glory go back to him, that he's God. So even though you were stubborn, God caused everything to work together for your good. So yes, God is going to bless you, and he's going to reward you for all the pain and the suffering that you have gone through. Yeah, because you were committed to the wrong people. You were tied, bound to the wrong people. And this is what the divine was saying, to free yourself. You were trapped with the wrong people, whether in a contract, business, relationship. It was blocking you, creating obstruction in your life. Wow. It says here, real estate, wealth, investment, mega project. So for a lot of you, again, from all your pain, you're going to have gain. So some of you, you're going to have real estate. You're going to have wealth. You're going to have investments. Again, you learned a lot from the things that you have gone through. Yes, you may have lost a lot, but I'm telling you, some of you are going to get double or triple for your loss. You're going to get blessings, adventure, explorer, passion, travel. So for a lot of you, for this purpose, because when I see this is like you're anointed for something. This is like the fool's journey. So a lot of you, you've answered the call to go on an adventure. And for some of you, it may mean that you will travel the world. You're going to love this thing. You're going to be passionate about this thing, this new job, this new creative project, whatever it is that you're venturing out on, that the Lord placed on your heart. This is what you're going into. This is beautiful. I love this for you. I love this for us. Wow. This is awesome, guys. Yeah. Schedule. So, you may have to plan your time wisely when you get over all of this. Organize yourself, because great things are happening. A lot of you were blind. And for some of you, you were blind to the toxicity, the toxic people that were around you. And now it's like for some of you, yes, you had to remove that rose-colored glasses. And now, see, you're coming into real friendships, team, connection, network, real people, true people giving you the thumbs up. Nobody behind you with their hands, holding, working or planning or plotting against you. None of that negative stuff. No. Nobody to create any fury, offense, madness, or unpleasantness in your life. None of that stuff. Instead, you're going to have collaboration. This is what you're going to have. These people, all they wanted you to have in your life was offense, madness. We saw the nightmare card. You thought you were in a sweet dream, but it was only a terrible nightmare you were having with these people. But now you're going to collaborate with people who will back you up, who will support you, who will bring unity into your life, not fury, not aggression. You are done with that. You are done with that. See, you're fertile. You're fertile. You're ready to bear things, to go out on your journey. Yeah, you've already done the work, the shadow work. You're healing yourself. You've healed yourself. You work on yourself. See, and the balance. Now you have balance is restored. Guys, rejoice in celebration. Yeah, you had to move on. Move on. This is a season where you will need to rest and rejuvenate because you're embarking on a firm foundation. A firm foundation. God is preparing you for stability, foundation, new friendship, partnership, marriage, relationship. This is what God has in store for you. So yes, there's always a backstory to all of us. We learn the lessons, but again, some people, they keep making the same mistake. But if you will just realize, yes, on paper it looks like a loss, but in reality, it was only a lesson. You live and you learn. You did not take a loss. You learned a powerful lesson that taught you now to have boundaries. To have boundaries in your life. To be stronger, firm foundation. To not allow people to walk over you, to push you over. Yeah, now you know what it's like. You're going to go in alliance, partnerships, people who are your yin to your yang. You had to learn that. So when you rest to go into this new chapter of your life, you will know how to spot the real from the fake. New levels, new devils. But by the fruits you shall know them. Yes, in the end you win. Triumphant, victory. In the end you win. So if you're willing to learn, and again, not grieve over your past, like I say, a lot of you just moved on. You moved on. See, you release. You release the temptation. You move on. You did the shadow work with the toxic. This is the devil. This is temptation. So all of those people who could pull you back out there, the toxic patterns, codependency, you had to move on, let go from all of that. And the card that came up again is partnership and alliance. Yeah, this is what God has in store for you. Partnership, real people, true people. You meet in your soul tribe. The people who are going to help you, invest in you. Not anybody who is going to be deceptive and envious, who want what you have. People who are wearing masks here. For some of you, you've been blinded for too long. And Spirit is saying, we saw the blind card, remove the rose-colored glasses. People are not who they seem to be around you. And again, your enemy is not the one that's hurting you. It's the people who are right there underneath your nose. Those are the people you need to watch. Because most of the time, even if the people outside hurt you, they get access from those who are right under your nose. Because when you think they're loyal to you, no, they're loyal to your opposition as well. So when you tell them something, we saw the conflict card. You think it's held in high esteem. they're keeping your secret, but no, they're sharing it with other people. And then you're wondering, why is my life so, dramatic, so much conflict? It's because of the people you're trusting. And a lot of you need to break the cycle, put an end to what no longer serve you. You're being loyal to people who are disloyal to you. All because you want to show that, you're a true, you don't give up on people, you are, ride or die and all of this nonsense. Again, ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Some people are here working for the other side. Some people are here who are truly deceptive, envious. Spirit is saying, use wisdom. Use wisdom at this time. People are deceptive. Use wisdom. Use your intuition. Use your intuition. Your intuition is telling you that you shouldn't trust certain people around you. But again, you're being stubborn. You plug your finger in your ears. And the longer you stay is the more you're going to lose. Because it's not an investment. They're not an asset to you. They're a liability. And this is why you're going to take so much loss. And then you see what happens when you meet the people who is supposed to be in your life, your spiritual union. True, real people, those are the people you're going to be skeptical about. You're not going to want to trust. When in fact, you were stubborn and foolish to stay in